Hi guys, it's Sam. Today I'm starting a series about the Hobonichi weeks. I don't know yet how many videos long this part series will be, but it is all going to be about the Hobonichi weeks. Since this is the second full year and then 2 partial years that I have used the Hobonichi weeks, I feel like I have kind of a rhythm going, and so I'm going to share what works for me, what hasn't worked for me, and why. The pages that, I've used and loved, the ones that I didn't. I like to have a running list of what worked for me in a calendar year so that I know going forward, that was a waste of space. That was a waste of a page. And so I try to each year kind of hone in on what I'm using, what I'm loving, what makes the most sense to me. And so if you're a new Hobonichi Weeks user, I'm hoping that going through my process of trial and error maybe will help you save some time, energy, space of pages in your Hobonichi so that maybe you can kind of get a feel for what would work for you or what wouldn't work for you. I would like to say before going forward that I am a calendar year purist. And when I say that, what I mean is I do not do any planning in the new Hobonichi weeks until the calendar year. I'm not going to do it. I want this Hobonichi weeks to get all of the use out of it that it was intended to have. I like that Hobonichi gives you those several weeks of extra pages. If you're new to the planner and that you really want to dive in, then that's good for people. But for me, it just doesn't work. My brain says calendar years, January to December, and I only plan in one planner at a time. I will show you how I'm going to be making use of those pages so that they don't get wasted, but they won't be planned in. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And the first video is going to be less about the 2020 weeks and more about what happened in 2019. Depending on how long this is, I might not get to the 2020 weeks at all, but I'm just gonna go over these things and hope that you guys find something useful in here. So I normally have my Hobonichi weeks in a leather cover, and I really, really like that, but I'm expecting something in the mail that is new, and I don't know, I had an idea that I might like to just kind of have this in the clear cover on cover. Another thing is that it's coming up on the end of the year, and I've really loved this design, and I thought even if this only lasts a few days or a couple of weeks, I kind of just wanted to get the most out of the design by carrying it in the clear cover. I did add the little Velcro trick to this. I'm not like the biggest fan of it, but this is a cover that already had it was brand new, and within a couple of days of using it, it already had split here. And so I have several backups, and I thought, well, I'll just carry this around and see. I don't like how the Velcro kind of makes a hump there so it doesn't sit evenly, but it is nice because when you throw it in your bag, it's closed without having to spend the money on a leather cover. These are just Velcro circles here, 5/8 inch. I found them at Walmart. You can find them at craft stores. I'm going to go ahead and assume that Walmart sells them for less than the craft stores. Then again, you might be able to use a coupon, but I just found them at Walmart. So using it like this, you have the closure, you have access to using a pen loop. It really is, for the price, a really great idea that Hobonichi came up with to use these clear cover on covers. I just like leather covers because it changes the look up so much, and it just, I don't know, I like leather covers. Anyway, so what has worked for me this year? We're gonna just go ahead and start with how I decorated the pages inside. Now I did start with a Mega Weeks and abandoned that. So I did have a lot more stickers before. I used the undo stuff, which, oh my goodness, smells like it could kill you instantly. And I peeled up my favorite stickers to put here. I like to put the included little pocket right here. And I usually every year will put a photo of myself and my husband here in this spot. And then I went through and I decorated with these clear stickers. And these, I believe it's called Park Lane, and I got them at Joann Fabric. So I kind of have some sarcastic ones and some introvert ones, and then I had a pack that I had a bunch of cat stuff in, and I don't know, I just really like that. I did not, I knew I wanted to make this look less plain, and so I decorated it this way. After I put my weeks together for last year around this time for 2019, there was this huge wave of people who put washi tape and covered the whole thing. That's just not really my thing. So I'm going to be sticking with something kind of similar. I kind of have I'm a Libra, so I feel like I try to find balance in everything. And so I'm going to keep the sarcasm, but I'm also going to add in like the earthy side of me. I'm not a girly girl, I'm an earthy girl. So I'm going to add in some things to kind of soften this whole sarcasm look. When you use the clear cover on cover, you have the addition of another little pocket here. And so I have these little like credit card sized stickers from Carolina's Crafts. And so when I'm using the clear cover on cover, I like to stick some stickers in there. Obviously, because it was made by Hobonichi, you can also fit your little stencil in there, but I don't usually carry that with me. I don't use it enough to do that. So this worked for me. I'm not going to show you the yearly tracker because I used it for a couple of different things, and weight tracking was one of them, and I'm just not comfortable sharing that. I will show you on this calendar, however, what it looks like. Maybe you haven't gotten your Hobonichi weeks. I did cover this area here. How did I skip that? I covered it with a family photo here. I'll likely do something very similar to that this year. But this is the tracking section. It's got really tiny things. I started tracking mood, and I just kind of, I don't know. When I was tracking my anxiety and I started to see such a huge portion of anxious days, I was just like, this is like affecting me mentally, and I can't just see blocks of anxiety. I'd just rather not. So I tried tracking workouts in here. And so that I just kind of fizzled out with, but I don't work out regularly. Sometimes I'm in so much pain from my plantar fasciitis that I just am like, no, I need to rest when I'm not working on my feet. And then I tracked weight. Not sure exactly what I'm going to use this section for. I'm waiting for some inspiration to hit. Again, I did not use the December calendar. I did use stickers to decorate here. I'm very torn at this moment with this. These are stickers from Happy Planner right here. And last year I used these. And I liked it, but I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I'm so weird sometimes. I like that these are big, and I like that it takes up more space here, but something about words that are in all lowercase really appeal to me. So I bought this on Amazon, and like you can get these for a couple of bucks at Hobby Lobby. But I bought it on Amazon for like $10, maybe even 11 or 12, so that I could get it the next day because I wanted to set up my Hobonichi while I was on staycation. And now that it's here, I'm like, I think I prefer the lowercase. And honestly, at the moment, I don't know if I have the whole year for those. I'm trying to look through and find which Happy Planner sticker kit that is. It might be this one. I don't know if I have, this is dates and holidays. Is it not this one? Oh wait, is this it? No, I think that's got capital letters. Hold on. Yeah, this one is that, but they're smaller. But I have every month there. So I have to look and see if I even have those around. So undecided. I do like the way I use washi tape. I use the monthly calendar pretty minimally. I track my cycle. I try tracking YouTube videos. I'm not always great about that. And then like doctor's appointments, things of that nature. But it's pretty simple. This, I believe, is when I was back in rings for those couple of weeks. And then, wait, not just rings. I was also in the Pocket Traveler's Notebook, which I really love, but I like having everything in one book. So really just the Hobonichi weeks really works for me. And so going through October, there's not anything really that I'm going to change with the basic idea of that. It's just going to be about deciding if I'm going to use these stickers or the giant stickers. And at this very moment, I think I'm going to go with these, which means I'm probably going to have to make a trip to the craft store. Anyway, I'll go ahead and go through the weeks here. I always have an ollie clip on my planner, so that's something that has worked for me for several years now, and I always have it between the current week and the current month so that I can really easily flip through. This is just really good for me. This is the large ollie clip, and I always have one attached to my planner. So since this year, I've left those pages blank. Didn't use them at all, but that's not how I'm going to go forward with 2020. So I did start in the mega weeks, and so I had to back plan and redo this. And so I was trying to do, like this week I did fountain pen, and I love writing in my journal with fountain pen, and that's all that I use, but fountain pen in the Hobonichi weeks does not work for me. This week we went to the Metallica concert. So you can see I always kind of do the same thing over here. I like using these stickers, and I really need to buy more because I like it when things stand out like this. And so this is my preference, but I feel like I don't have enough of those particular kinds of stickers, so I don't use them often enough, but I'm definitely going to go with more of this for 2020. These, I had a gift that arrived. My friend Vicky sent me a gift. I don't remember. Cute Things from Japan, I believe, is where the gift came from. And then I just saved the stamps off of the package because I just thought those were so cute. Oh, yep, Cute Things from Japan from Vicky on Monday. And so I put the stamps here. Wow. Okay, and so I also found this particular week's Yamazakura, this one, and so that's when, so, you know, 2 months in, but the mega weeks just did not work for me. So I basically have a very similar layout. I've tried some different things. I liked these boxes. I'll do those in the future. I've just been kind of more simple lately, but I like the look of the boxes. I like the way it breaks it up, so I think I'll be going back to that as well. I tried a navy blue instead of black. I kind of like the feel of that. I just always go back to black friction no matter what I try. Here I tried some kits. I'll tell you, I like the look of kits. I don't like covering up as much of the weeks as most kits do. I like to keep it where you can see what month you're in. And I like the style, the simple style of the Hobonichi weeks. So I tried, even when using kits, to keep as much of the integrity of the actual planner there as possible. I've seen people flip through and not even know like what month they're in. And I think that the things that they have included into this planner add to its charm and character and make it not just like any generic planner out there. And so I like to keep those things. I really wish they'd get rid of the quotes. I love that there's a calendar down here. I love that it tells me that this is April and it's the 15th week of the year. And you lose all of that when you start covering it up. So I did use a kit, but very minimally. Washi is my jam for sure. I like that it adds a little bit of something, doesn't bulk up the planner, and still holds to the basic integrity of the planner itself. Try some watercolor some weeks, and I like the way it looks. I'm really busy, I'm working a lot, and I don't have a huge amount of time to spend in my planner pre-planning or decorating or whatever. See, I love these. I love it when I use these little stickers. Just, it helps the events stand out. And I really like that. Started our 3-month countdown when we went to San Francisco. Still can't believe we got on a plane. 4 planes. Still can't believe that. Less my husband, more me. Can't believe I got on a plane. Oh, wait, really? Wait a minute. Oh, I was like, we didn't go I was supposed to go kayaking that day, but it rained, I think, so we couldn't do that. Another kit again. It just makes it too humpy. I don't like it. This is, I think this was when I was in, I tried to go back to rings and I was like, nope, not doing that. This started our legit countdown for San Francisco. Still can't believe we did that. It's so crazy to me that you have a full year in this tiny little footprint of a planner. Oh, I liked that. Want to use these glittery metallic pens, the tool pens from, what is that, Office Depot, Office Max, whatever it is. So this was 2 weeks in a row that I used a pen that wasn't friction black, and I really like the way it looked. The metallic does kind of come off a little bit, not enough that it takes away what you wrote, but I don't know. And I don't know what happened here. I don't know, but something happened in my purse. So that wasn't cool. And then this is this week. I thought I'd be spending some more time in my planner while I was on staycation, but I found myself in house projects. So obviously we still have some more time. I'm gonna go over some things that didn't work for me in the back. So I used these alpha stickers and I thought that I was going to do like kind of a bullet journal kind of collections in the back. So I put this for like the shows that we were watching, but I'm very functional when it comes to using my planner, and then I get freaked out because I'm like, oh, it just looks generic and there's nothing artistic about it, and then that stresses me out and then I end up not using it. Here again, book reviews, didn't end up using it. Movie critic, not using it. And then here I was putting some things that we were hoping to do with our house this year. Some of it we did, some of it needs to spill over into next year. Hopefully we'll get a good tax return and we'll be able to do some of these. I really want a new living room set. Yeah, I want to spend more time like in the living room as a family. Then this was like the zone cleaning section, and this being blank doesn't mean that none of these things have been done. I just haven't come back and tracked it, but I think I'm going to use them. This is from Peanuts Planner Co. Reoccurring tasks. So I just put some glue on the back and then I used some washi tape to kind of make it fancy. This obviously didn't work out. I was putting a wish list here. All of our homeschool planning, we winged it. We did it in our head. We kept like browsers open of curriculum, and that's how we ended up buying our homeschool curriculum this year. This one obviously has gotten used. This is the notes that I had for my Hobonichi 2020. So more watercolor pages, and then I really like using the printables like this, and you'll see another one. So I'm going to be using a TV series, or I'm going to hope. I know that I have a TV series and the reoccurring tasks. I'd like to find one for book reviews and movies as well and paste those in. I need pen test page as usual. I used my YouTube and Amazon like tracker for my payments that I had received. I'm going to keep YouTube video ideas, a password, an address section, and then I'd like Thanksgiving and Christmas plans to have a page, a dinner planner, like favorite meals kind of thing, and then a happy mail tracker. And so then I had notes here about how I wanted to decorate the front and the back, and then I wanted to remind myself to do an entire flip through at the end of this year of my whole planner. And then this was a video actually I already did. Yeah, so everything about that is a separate video. But so these are the YouTube and earning, red for YouTube, green for money. And then this I haven't started yet, but I will for my Thanksgiving planning. I'm going to skip the Christmas section because there are notes for my children here. Sometimes they like to watch my videos to make fun of me, so in case they're watching, I'm not going to show them. Pen tests here, and then watercolor, which I completely did not give myself enough room. Most of this is hydrocolor. I would like lots more watercolor sampling to go on. This is where I left passwords, and this, like, it doesn't have my password. It tells you the site, which I kind of leave an encrypted something, and then password I leave encrypted, and then a password hint I think is here. Let me see. So website and login details, and so I leave myself hints. I do not put my password there, but it's something that I will know, easily triggered there. Like I was trying to track my YouTube expenses, but I failed at that because I buy too many things. Notes I took for embroidery that I still haven't done on my Kanken, and then things we'd like to do when we hopefully go back to San Francisco again. Our time there was so brief that we want to go again. This is the TV series tracker from Peanuts Planner Co. We are currently binge watching all of the seasons of Survivor. So it's really easy. It's like perfect sizing. If you take a personal size insert and trim it down, take off the holes, it's really great sizing for pasting into your Hobonichi weeks. And then I have a bunch of blank pages, which get underutilized for me. I'm hoping to do better with that next year. And then at the end, I have some kind of non-dedicated, but just a place to leave, like, I like to doodle messy stuff to test out pens. So that's what that page is. And then I have some addresses, and then some personal information. And then the back here, I just have one Dwight Schrute sticker. And this is where I keep my stencils that I use most frequently. This one found on Etsy, I believe, and this is the one that I made the countdown with. I'll try to see if this is still available. And this is my used for years weather stencil from journalthisnow.com. Here are some of those little stitched stickers. These are from Nicole Hutch Designs, and I just leave that kind of tucked back in here. And then I always have a friction pen. I'll just use this blue one because that's the closest one to me. And I will go ahead and put my ollie clip back on, because if I don't, then I'm gonna forget where I left it. I have lost them before, like for a long time, thinking I was never gonna find them again, and then I found them again. This one is broken. I'm actually waiting for a replacement right now. It just broke, and they do have a lifetime warranty. I would love for them to have more earthy ones. Like, they're all glittery and stars, and I'm really into nature stuff. So I'd like some like wood grain ones and some beautiful nature ones, but I'm not the designer there. I can only suggest things, right? Anyway, I think that's where I'm gonna stop this video because we're already a good ways in. And if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to be looking out in the next day or so for the next video that will be in this series about the Hobonichi weeks. And the next one is going to be about setting up your future Hobonichi weeks, the things that I'm changing from this year to this year, and how I decorate the front. And I don't think I'll speed through it so that I can let you guys know what my thought process is. There are sections that I probably will speed up. I'm not going to give anything away. It's just something that I thought would be fun to do for the pages leading up to the next calendar year, and I'll probably speed through that part, but other than that, I'll probably try to keep it real time. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new around here, you might want to subscribe if you like planner videos, because that's what you're going to find around here. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.